Assalamu Alaikum everyone. My name is Dina. Our awesome story today is about Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. Let's go hear it and enjoy it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Prophet Nuh alayhi salam to earth nearly 1000 years after sending Prophet Adam alayhi salam. By this time, the evil shaitan had played his tricks with mankind, and people had started worshipping idols. They didn't want to listen to what Prophet Nuh alayhi salam was saying. Nuh alayhi salam was an excellent speaker and he was very patient with them. He asked them, who created the whole world? It was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created the sun, the moon, the stars you see in the sky, the rivers, the mountains, the trees, and everything around you. Why are you worshipping these idols? The people did not want to listen to Nuh alayhi salam, and they turned their backs on him, saying,
Who are you to advise us? You are just another man. We think you are lying. Go away and leave us alone.
Nuh alayhi salam did not give up on his people. He called them during the day and night. He called them openly and secretly. He went to their houses and gatherings, and he spoke to them individually and in groups. Yet his call made them run away from him, and they refused to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The people did not want to listen to Nuh alayhi salam, and they used to put their fingers in their ears while staying arrogant and proud all the time. Except for a few good people who believed in him. They were weak and poor, yet they listened to the words of the Prophet and they realized that they were committing a sin by worshipping these useless idols. Nuh alayhi salam continued preaching his people without getting tired day or night. Yet they were so stubborn to the extent that sometimes they used to hit or stone him. After 950 years of patience, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired to Nuh alayhi salam that none of his people will believe, except those who have already believed. And he told him that he will punish those people severely. Nuh alayhi salam was extremely sad because among those disbelievers were his wife and his son. They did not accept his message. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked the Prophet to start building a ship or a big ark that can accommodate a pair of every animal on earth. So it had to be a huge ship. The good believers told Nuh alayhi salam,
We will help you in cutting the trees and building the ship as long as it takes, and we will remain believing in you.
the men worked very hard, day and night, to build the ship. When the disbelievers saw the Prophet and his men building the ship on top of a mountain, they used to make fun of them and say,
Oh no, did you become a carpenter after becoming a prophet? Have you lost your mind, man? Are you going to sail your boat in the desert?
Nuh alayhi salam just told them that one day they will be making fun of them as they were doing. And he kept on working with his men until they finished the ship after many years. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Nuh alayhi salam that there will be a sign of a flood that will come to drown his people, except for him, his followers, his family, and the pairs of animals he has gathered. The sign was that water was going to come out of the oven of his kitchen. When Nuh alayhi salam saw the sign, he quickly called his followers, his family, and they went to the ark along with all the animal pairs he had collected. They were waiting in line to enter the ark. There were different kinds of elephants, giraffes, parrots, lions, rabbits, and different kinds of birds. When it started raining, the disbelievers saw them going on board of the ship and they didn't know what was happening, so they started making fun of them again. Nuh alayhi salam asked his son to join them again, but he refused and said,
I will save myself from the water. Don't worry about me. I will climb a high mountain to protect me from this rain. I won't go on board of this ship.
Then the high waves separated between them and the son drowned. Nuh alayhi salam was very sad and he called upon his Lord, saying, "O my Lord, certainly my son is also of my family, and certainly your promise is true." But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Nuh that this son is not a family, and He told him not to ask what he has no knowledge of. When Nuh alayhi salam realized the truth, he immediately prostrated and asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. The levels of water elevated over the mountains, and the huge waves killed all the other disbelievers as well, who climbed the mountain thinking they could be protected from the flood. But this didn't happen. Nuh alayhi salam said Bismillah, and the ship started sailing in this enormous flood until the flood stopped, and they kept sailing for nearly 6 months. They couldn't find any land until they reached the top of the Judea mountain. Nuh alayhi salam said Bismillah, so the ship stopped moving and it came to rest. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam released all the birds, insects, and animals first on land. Then he followed them along with his followers and his left sons, Sam, Ham, and Yafis. They all prostrated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in submission to thank Him for all His blessings. They started populating the earth back, and this was a new beginning for the human race who got the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
وأوحي إلى نوح أنه لن يؤمن من قومك إلا من قد آمن فلا تبتئس بما كانوا يفعلون واصنع الفلك بأعيننا ووحينا ولا تخاطبني في الذين ظلموا إنهم مغرقون ويصنع الفلك وكلما مر عليه ملأ من قومه سخروا منه قال إن تسخروا منا فإنا نسخر منكم كما تسخرون فسوف تعلمون من يأتيه عذاب يخزيه ويحل عليه عذاب مقيم حتى إذا جاء أمرنا وفارت النور قل نحمل فيها من كل زوجين اثنين وأهلك إلا من سبق عليه القول ومن آمن وما آمن معه إلا قليل وقال اركبوا فيها بسم الله مجريها ومرساها إن ربي لغفور رحيم وهي تجري بهم في موج كالجبال ونادى نوح ابنه وكان في معزل يا بني اركب معنا ولا تكن مع الكافرين قال سآوي إلى جبل يعصمني من الماء قال لا عاصم اليوم من أمر الله إلا من رحم وحال بينهما الموج فكان من المغرقين وقيل يا أرض ابلعي ماءك ويا سماء أقلعي وغيض الماء وقضي الأمر واستوت على الجودي وقيل بعدا للقوم الظالمين.
Now, my friends, we came to the end of our story. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I have a question for you. What is the name of the mountain where the ship finally landed? Please leave your answers in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and share the video. See you next week, inshallah, in another awesome story. Assalamu Alaikum.